not get the exposure because they are busy with their family, and especially in rural areas, they don't get a chance to hone their skills. I try and do what I can to help people, especially in the rural area, especially women. And the only thing, the only goal that I have is that every woman should have a house of its own so that he doesn't have to ask for his husband or his father or his brother. That is all I want, that all women should have their own home without anyone else's money. That's all I think we should do.
You may now take a seat, Sangeeta. You can sit. You can sit. There. From the moment she's burst onto Bollywood, and to the time that she has owned it, clever, Deepika. I saw that. I saw that. To the time where she's owned it, she has metamorphosed from a beautiful face to a powerful voice. And I think it's clear that Vogue has been in love with her through the entire process. For me, she perfectly embodies and exemplifies what Homi's film is trying to convey. An empowered woman is one who makes her choices. And I think, Deepika, you've made all the right ones. My question to you is, what does freedom of choice mean to you as a woman?
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I think to put it very, very simply, and I was saying this earlier, someone was asking me, I think it very simply boils down to being the person that you want to be. Right. You know, I think I grew up in a family where there's me and a sister and my mom, and my father's the only male person in the house. And all of us have a voice, you know. If we had an opinion, we were allowed to share. You know, my parents never said, oh, you have to, or my father never said, oh, you know, you have to do this and you have to do that. So I think stemming from that, I've always, as a child, been allowed to voice my opinion or to just be the person that I want to be. And I think that's when I, at least personally, feel truly empowered. When you're not caged, you know, when you don't succumb to expectation, you know, when you speak your mind or you do the things that you want to do and you do the things that make you happy.
Tell us a little bit about your creative journey behind this film. Elaborate on where did it go from the idea to fruition? What were the unique challenges in conveying a singular thought through 99 women?
See, firstly, this film wasn't my choice. I read about it being that I had to make it because Deepika had given the pledge saying, I will do an initiative where Homi will have to direct it. But we...
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Okay. Fooled you guys.
Oh, it was a whole thing.
They said I have to do the film because you were directing it.
I can't believe this.
And you know how I always go with your vision and...
Yeah. No, but it was a creative collaboration between Deepika and me. And one thing we were very clear was we didn't want to make a fictional story in 2 minutes. We wanted to use real women, empowered women, and we wanted to be very organic. Kelsey Khambata, who's written the words, I think they're extremely powerful words. So we were just ideating, and then finally he came back with what he had written. We both discussed it. We tweaked it ever so slightly, but then we called in the 99 women, and we didn't tell them what they were doing, and they were extremely sporting about it. And they just all landed up, and once they were in front of the camera, I told them, you can do whatever you want, but this is the line that's going to come on when we see you, this is what the line is going to be, so process that and express yourself how you want. And I found when initially, if you're not an actor, you feel a bit shy about being in front of the camera, but so I told them, if you don't want to do anything, don't do anything. And when you tell someone that, they do everything. So I was like, okay, we just want you for 3 minutes each. Now you can go. Sure, not little more.